from a Commander's spokesperson regarding the Attorney General's investigation. Let's put this on the big screen. Less than 3 months ago, a 23-year-old player on our team was shot multiple times in broad daylight. They're talking about Brian Robinson, their starting running back. Despite the out-of-control violent crime in D.C., today the Washington Commanders learned for the first time on Twitter that the D.C. Attorney General will be holding a press conference to make a major announcement related to the organization tomorrow. The Commanders have fully cooperated with the AG's investigation for nearly a year. As recently as Monday, a lawyer for the team met with the AG, who did not suggest at the time that he intended to take any action and, in fact, revealed fundamental misunderstandings of the underlying facts. It is unfortunate that in his final days in office, Mr. Racine appears more interested in making splashy headlines based on offbeat legal theories rather than doing the hard work of making the streets safe for our citizens, including bringing to justice the people who shot one of our players. They're throwing Brian Robinson into this. It's hilarious.
What does Brian Robinson have to do about this, bro?
It's whataboutism. That's all it is.
And it's like, here's the thing. What do you expect the team to say? Yes, this happened and we were wrong. Of course they're going to come out and deflect. Throw Brian Robinson in here. I would expect even more nonsense to come out from the team in the coming days.
What wouldn't it be better to just to say, hey, we have cooperated with all investigations this entire time. We are clearly have done nothing wrong. We have investigated ourselves. Like, what does Brian Robinson getting shot by two carjackers have to do with the culture of the Redskins? And secondly, Tree, can you read Dr. Seuss? Like, I want Tree to read like a Dr. Seuss story in
Dr.
a smooth, urinating Tree voice.
I mean, people hate that voice. But what type of what book were you thinking? Were you thinking the Lorax, the Cat in the Hat, the Places You'll Go? There are a bunch of different options we can take.
Did you guys see that statement someone just made? Even the players are starting to speak out against Snyder.
No.
Yes. After using Robinson as a deflection. I haven't seen any of this. Have you guys seen?
I have just seen it right now. JP Finlay. Throughout Dan Snyder drama, Commanders players have done a good job of trying to block it out, but I've heard it's different now. Players are mad, like lawyers have tried to use Brian Robinson, a rookie, in their rebuttal about business issues. Might not say it publicly, but guys are pissed.
Yep.
So there is absolutely that. That is a realistic causation there. Because, I mean, if you think about it, they're throwing in a dude who got shot in a botched robbery.
The question I have to ask for y'all, does this accelerate the sale or does this slow it down? Tom, what do you think?
I think it's going to wind up accelerating things. It feels like the dominoes are starting to fall, and it just seems like it's story after story. And I think like the Brian Robinson thing, for me, while there's like, listen, Dan Snyder has done like some terrible, god-awful stuff that is on record of doing terrible, horrible stuff. I think, though, because some of it was like before the age that the internet was really like prevalent, like with the cheerleader story like that, I feel like never got as much publicity as it should. Like, this is like blatant and in daylight, you know, because we can make fun of them like, oh, they got a crappy stadium and they treat their fans poorly, like what have you. But like using Brian Robinson as basically like a shield to try and get some of the heat off of you is like truly gross. And like, I'm not surprised that like players and other people, I mean, like you even saw beat reporters too, you know, so like JP's one of those good people like who just started speaking out against, like, I can't believe they used, you know, B-Rob's name in this. So
it's heinous. It's the playbook that Washington has gone through for the last 25 years. Deflect, 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 deflect. If you remember the Scott McLuhan situation, when he got fired unexpectedly, a bunch of Washington insiders came out to the Washington Post calling him a drunk. So this is not above them or below them whatsoever.
I like how they deflect a lot of W's, though. That has been juicy.
Got him.
Time to Dan Snyder. They've just deflected any type of success whatsoever. And FedEx is a dump.
It's one of those arguments, too. It's like they're throwing a player under the bus or using him as a scapegoat for no reason. But it's an argument that's like really dumb in that the attorney general can't the Washington Attorney General can't sue that team because if they do that, they won't be doing anything about crime anywhere else, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's a local issue. They're talking about business related.
Right,
so it's completely, it's apples and oranges. It's a false equivalence.
Crime would have stopped had we just not been suing the football Commanders. It's like, okay.
Oh, no.
That's right.
It's crazy.